Hey, all right. Live stream progress, good. All right, it's going back. So I'll take a bit of a short break because it's hot. And so my cameras are starting to overheat a little bit. It is about 40 degrees, not Fahrenheit, it's Celsius. I've been over here too long. I don't remember what that is. I think it's like 98 or 100. But I also have nearly 100% humidity. So things just like heat up. Also, I just finished coming through here. This is along the Grand Canal section that we were just at. And just had to go through a bit of the walking area. Then we can see what a lot of these parks look like too. This park is all new. They took like a lot of these old drums. I think this was like a petrol area for a while. And so they stripped them all down, they removed everything, they planted a ton of stuff to make things just look beautiful out here. And then they redid all these interesting stylistic designs. I like how they put holes everywhere to make it kind of lightweight and to make it stand out separate from just the giant drums that they used to be. And those are what the apartments in this area look like. They look all high-tech with a fancy glass. I like it. All right, let's zoom out. Oh no, right close to my face. Okay, zoom away. Yeah, I don't want to see that too much. But who are those people? I don't know. Now, here it's also good because you can, I'm sure you guys are familiar. That's right, they have Starbucks all the way in China. Starbucks is everywhere. One of the little tips I heard from a old traveler was if you want to find out where some of the city areas are, you look for the combination where like the Starbucks and the McDonald's are like side by side. Typically, it's right in the center where all the activity is happening because they always look for those big spots. I hope it starts to spread out to have other things. Although, you know, I do like going there to both those places from time to time. I also like seeing other things. But, you know, they're good at marketing and location picking, so you got to find your niche. Okay, so let's see what the rest of the area looks like. This is in China. I know parts of the area don't look like it just because of the way it's set up, and this stuff is not what you think about when you hear China. Also, this is Hangzhou, so this is known for art and culture. They like to incorporate that into everything. Oh, good shade. Whoa, how cool is this? Yeah, what do you think? I like it. Also, these holes aren't just decoration. You can go through. That's right. They try to reuse some of the older stuff that's here. Hey, thanks for joining. Yeah, they try to reuse a lot of these old buildings to do new stuff with. And so people can come in here, they can see all the different plants that are set up, get away from like so much heat, and have it in a stylistic way. This is in Hangzhou. This is south of Shanghai in China. I've got some sunglasses in my backpack. I need to break those out in a little bit. I'm just squinting. So yeah, that's what we're inside of, because these are all old, like oil drums, petrol stuff. When I was here a few years ago, this stuff was just like all dirt paths everywhere, and then just like giant drum containers. Now, way different. There's been a few areas like this. There's also a steel mill that got restructured into like a nice park. There's nobody in the park right now because it's so hot. It's like walking around inside of a dryer. You turn those on, your clothes are getting dry. And so right now, I'm not sure if what's going on with my shirt. My body's trying to make it moist, and the weather's trying to make it dry. So my clothes are having a constant battle. Will they be wet from sweat, or will they be dry from the heat? I don't know if that's gross to think about. But yeah, it's what's happening. Hey, Dusty, thanks. Hi, how do yourself too? I am in Hangzhou, China. I know. Live house. Oh yeah, live houses. These are really cool because they bring in all the different music, and music in China has a totally different setup than what they were supposed to have. They have a huge influence from us, actually. Now, during the like 70s and 80s, Western music was pretty much banned. So people kept trying to import it anyways. And so at all the import places, people would just throw them away, have all these old cut up cassettes. They would literally just like cut them. They take scissors and go ch-ch-ch-ch. So yeah, I like the story because they take all the scissors and they just like cut it up. Then they'd have all these other people that would put them back together, tape them in, and kind of like smuggle them out of the area. Then that's how the music started to get going. And people got really involved with like heavy metal, punk rock, reggae, any interesting music that came out at the time. Like I can still go around and meet other metalheads or other people that were into like the huge punk rock music and stuff, because they're still like all over the place. I just had a small interview with one of the guys last week, and I met another guy at a cafe a while ago too for it. Now these are the underground overpasses. People really use the overpass to like maximum capacity. That's like an old 50s airliner. They have that full of ice cream inside, like good ice cream. And the 101 Camp is a name for it. You can see here, they're not too concerned about like the whole alcohol outside. You can walk around outside, have like a drink. Kids can go to bars. They're not supposed to drink. But then when it comes to driving, it's a strict no, no, no. Even a little sip, off to jail. And so that's where things are all different. Where public spaces, they also don't have the huge problem with too much, you know, when you do too much. They'll typically just like pass out, and then someone has to get a wheelchair and they wheel them around. That part's hilarious to watch. And so here it's, for the most part, I guess it's kind of European in that sense, or just there. They even put it in milk tea. There's a city that's known for their milk tea and their yellow wine. And so they'll combine it into milk tea and just like hand it to people as long as they're like over 18, like, or over 21. Over 21, I think. Yeah. Anyways, I'm not a big fan. My wife is, she loves it. This is all the park. The section that we were just at, they will do music there too. And so they'll just have people that hang out right in the middle of that old overpass, and they just play music. They take requests. They have little apps set up so that you can do a donation of like a couple bucks and then pick out what song you want to hear. It's really fun. Hey, F Hockey, thanks for joining. We are along the canal in Hangzhou, and this area is like a little side branch where it's really old-fashioned, and people love to come and take photos. It's full of cafes and food and hot pot and photo ops. Like a lot of the girls like coming and getting all dressed up. Ooh, should I get some juice? Thinking about it. It is really hot. I'll probably walk around and continue this for a bit and then go back and get something to eat and something cool to refresh myself with. Right. Those guys are the delivery drivers. Oh, hey, look at this. This is still really popular here too. Okay. Oh yeah. Hello. Yeah, it's a really popular area, and during the weekdays though, it's kind of hard to get a lot of people to come in. Oh hey, look, hey, there I am. Hi. How many people had this kind of shack in the 80s? I know, it was like everywhere, huh? Hey, you want to say hello to the cat? Hello, kitty. Yeah. Oh, hi. Yeah. Yeah, it's cute. That woman's daughter back there is trying to rehearse like what to say in English, like hi, hello, how are you? Because it'll be fun to meet people and talk to them. So here, I am going to go to the front section and like walk around real quick. But this area on the weekends is typically so many people, they just kind of have to like dodge and weave as you go through. So they have, I think, 4 sections now for this spot of it, and you'll have a lot of stuff set up to like the old Song Dynasty things, different clothes and costumes for like photography, like right there. And then you'll get vintage stores. You have vintage jewelry. Oh, speaking of vintage, look, like that. Yeah, they'll do it really pretty too. Oh man, that does look nice. I almost feel kind of creepy staring in through the window that way. And then during good weather, these windows are more open to go into it. And then here, it looks like it's closed right now. They have a great ice, what is it? It's like, they're like giant snow cones that come in a bowl. It's like a whole bowl of shaved ice with different kinds of flavors. They put different fruits on top of it. Boy, it's tasty. I used to get them in Japan a lot. I didn't even know they made them here, but they did. They switched over and they started making a lot here. I am very lucky to be living in these areas. So this is along the canal right there. There's 2 sections left and right on it. And I'll go back to the other side too. But yeah, it's comfortable. All right, so now we can walk through. I am tempted to stop and get coffee and food, but I'll wait for the end. I'll go through a few different locations, and then once I'm done, I'll go get it. This is from a minority dress style, and some of the areas they still wear all the different metal headpieces too, just like as something like some people do it daily, some people do it just for fun. Oh yeah, Ian, it is so hot. Fabian, I know you got flip-flops on. You are absolutely right, and I'm embarrassed to say it. I'm embarrassed, but I have socks on. Now, I know what it looks like. I know what it looks like. It looks really bad, and I know we're kind of known for being like out of fashion that way. But when you have so much heat coming down, having the socks on the flip-flops, I get the air into the socks, and I don't have to worry about my feet getting burned. Show your toes. Oh man, my toes are kind of like dried. I've been putting on. All right, I'll tell you. I've been putting on some like ointment to make sure they get like refreshed, because I've been wearing flip-flops too much, and so they get all dried out. All right, but yeah, definitely have flip-flops on in this area. You got Hawaiian shirt, flip-flops, big pants. It's good, and you can see in this kind of like area, it really matches well for the aesthetic. Come on, yeah. Well, Fabian, you know it. And then Ian, yeah, you're right. It's hot. It's hot. Where are you guys from, anyways? If you're watching right now, let me know. Go ahead and type it in. I've seen some people that have been joining from Thailand. Some people join from parts of China. I've seen like out in Texas, Hawaii. If you're on right now, let me know. And let me know if it's like hot or cool in your location. Because, oh hey, I was just saying like Hawaii, and what a coincidence. It looks like that's where I'm at. But in fact, this is all in China right now. They have like kind of these old-fashioned setups. This is a really beautiful, popular walking street to go to. And I am looking forward to coming back and getting something to eat and drink over here. That's what's on my mind a lot. The little cars, little swings. And then in here, you can see the old vintage style setup. Let me see if I get a picture in the phone. Or, oh yeah, the old TV next to there. You can sit there with the wind. Awesome wind right now. pretty cool weather. Swiss. Ian's from Switzerland. Awesome. Oh man. With how hot it's been lately, I'm kind of envious about the cool weather. But I'm also kind of happy right now because a typhoon is going to be hitting again. Like most of summer is eaten up by typhoons. And so that'll bring in a lot of cool wind and rain, but it'll rain for like 1 or 2 weeks straight. And that's why a lot of my streaming schedule is spotty. Like I'll do it one day here, then like 2 weeks later, 1 week later, just because of how much it's different. Oh yeah, these hamburgers are great. There's a lady here, Lorena, and then her husband was a popular chef in Shanghai, and then they came down and opened up a shop over here. Hello. It's funny, some people get kind of shy. I like that. Hi, cake. I know my daughter would be coming over there to say hi to the cake and try and eat it right now. I used to go through all the different alley sections because they'll have different kinds of shops, different kinds of cafes that are set up, and it'll be interesting. In the past, I've met some interesting people over there. Steamy in Hangzhou, 100%. Yeah, it feels pretty steamy. Like the heat is like radiating up. Feels kind of like it's in a steamer. But that's the other reason why I want to come down to the canal, is because there is so much water here, and the breeze through the alleyways also bounces off the water. So you can have, I'm gonna make sure not to go all the way in, but yeah, you can see just straight access. Sometimes people come and wash their clothes down here or wash their dishes, and then you'll see other people that will take a canoe or a paddle boat and then go up and down the stream. Do you guys do any of that? Do you ever go like paddle boarding? I love doing it when the weather's great, or to like splash around. Got a lot more people. Hello. My name is Ben. What's your name?
My name is
赵部长. Oh, 你有没有小名字? Do you have a small name? 你的名字很长，你有短的吗？小张。Nice to meet you. I'm Ben. 我叫 Ben， 但是我不笨。All right. Bye bye. Yeah, so it's fun. There's a lot of people that'll come over to say hi and chit chat a bit. Oh yeah, look at this. So all these shops are set up like that. Water doesn't seem very clean to wash clothes or canoeing. Yeah, that's not going to stop a lot of people though. And oddly enough, the water here is cleaner than some of the other cities I've been to for the canal, even though it dumps from the street. And so it'll come in from the street and all the rain, and then end up down here. But, you know, people use it anyways. Oh man, this place is just gorgeous. Let me see if I can zoom in to get like better shots here. So this is what the buildings look like down here, right next to the water. Can you guys hear all the cicadas? That's on one side that we're at, and then the other side. Oh, buildings. Okay, let's cross over there. That's the other location. All right, zoom back out a bit. There we go. All right, so now they have so many different versions of Uber, and so they got, I think, like 20 of them, and they all compete. They all have different logos. You can either do ones that are specific to the company, or you can get ones that people use their own cars on. I like these deals too, because then you can just get a tent right next to the water. And then you have the breeze that bounces off from here into there. Cool down and eat. I've also had dinner in there with my wife and daughter. It's really tasty. And then, yeah, you can see different animals in here. Wait, is that an animal? What is that? Zoom. What is that? Yeah, I think there's some stuff playing under the bridge over there. Huh. Oh, go back. Zoom. Yeah, houses are nice, very traditional. Oh, all right, so I've been trying, I have a mic right here that's connected because they are so loud. I'm hoping that it's easier to hear since this is set up. Normally, this is also supposed to cut out a bunch of extra noise. I tried doing it before with just my camera and it all got like mixed together. So there's a lot of while talking, it sounded like static. Oh yeah, speaking of static, I'm in the process of making like a whole podcast too, involving sound. Yeah, I'm still like writing all the drafts. Awesome. Thanks for letting me know, Ian. I was worried about that. So that's why I got it all set up. I use this when I'm making other kinds of videos too. Sometimes they're like sponsored for like car companies or restaurants or city governments. But this time I'm using it just for the stream, make sure everybody can hear. Check this out too. I like this because the whole thing feels like it's the Southeast Asian deal. I kind of want to set up my backyard in somewhere similar. And then the inside, the food is the same. It is Yunnan. Oh yeah, Yunnan food. So that's towards the west end, out where it's really close to like Vietnam and everything. Little drums. Sorry, I had to. I like drums. Ooh, these guys on the side of the street. Huh. Oh, I do not recognize this food. 这个吃的我不认识。好吃吗？啊。Yeah.没事。Yeah, I was saying it looks interesting. The villages in Swiss are a little bit too clean in comparison. Really? That's still a place I want to go. Yeah, it's interesting here because they are gritty. A lot of these places are really gritty. Yeah, you know, they can be kind of dirty. But they also have some lived-in charm to them. When I was in Japan, everything was like really super clean. And so I get the whole idea, the difference between the two, where sometimes it'll be almost too clean in a section where you're not sure if it's like real. But over there, I also ended up going to some cool like abandoned amusement park. There's Dreamland, which was supposed to be a copy of Disneyland. Just like this is a copy of Italy. But the one that was a copy of Disneyland was all shut down. Probably, yeah, he might be. Yeah, sometimes you're never really sure if it's going to be a scam or if they're really like helping out. Sometimes they'll say, hey, try all this food, totally free. Like I've had like a lot of like really generous people that just say, try this. And I say, okay, how much should I give you? And they say, nothing, all free. I'm like, whoa. So it's a mix. Sometimes you'll have a cool experience like that. And then sometimes it'll be food that's normally like 20 cents, turn out to be $5. It always depends. But I think some of those guys on the side are also just interested in showing new food to foreign people. So it could be good. Also, just to see how close we are to the water the whole time. This area, these platforms, people like to come out and do different activities on them. They'll like relax or sing. They have another restaurant that's like right across over there. And so it's a place to get out of the heat. You get like water. They do drink a lot of tea here too. So I met a guy who has a tea culture shop inside of the community that I live in. And he always says, come drink tea, have tea with us. Him and his friends say that during summertime, you're not supposed to have cool things. No ice cream, no ice cubes, no cold water. In fact, he said hot tea makes it better because you have all the heat, and then when you're done drinking, it feels cool again. Been to China on business trips. They don't seem to understand the ideas of the contract. Yeah, there's a lot of scams. You have to be super careful about that. I think that's one of the things that people have had the biggest issue about. Was they'll have a contract set up, but according to them, the contract is only for you to follow, but they don't need to. But some people will follow it, and then a lot of the lawyers can enforce a bunch of the contracts. And so if you manage to luck out and get like a really good lawyer, they'll be able to help you. And there's this one dude I know who's been practicing law here for something like 15 or 20 years. Sully Sullivan. He has a lot of like business law set up, and then he's from America, and he's like been here for a long time. If you're interested, I can send you like a contact detail for him if you want to get like help doing that. Then I also know another guy, a Chinese guy who does business law. He has his own law firm. He's retiring, or he might already be retired. But since he was the head of the law firm, he can also help out and get more contracts with like his top people that way. If you're interested, just send me a private message and I'll let you know. Oh yeah, here, let's see, there was somebody on the side. Oh, my camera's so hot. Where'd they go? Wait, where was it? It was over there. I could have sworn I just saw people there. Oh. Okay, yeah, you can't really see it. Like over there, there's a few people doing some photography. Darn. Oh well. Okay, so we went through one part of this. Let's go to the next section. The next street is actually pretty wide, and so it's more open. Lawyers all listen to the government. Yeah, if the Chinese lawyers will have to listen to their government. The guy from America, oh yeah, huh. You would need a guy that's from Switzerland to help you out, huh? All right, yeah, you know, I get it, I understand. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. I'm not too savvy on law, like at all. I got roped into doing something called prepaid legal with like a really long ago girlfriend, where it was simple like prepaid services. It turned out to be a big pyramid scam. I felt like it was going to be a pyramid scam because they said that, yeah, you know, it's like having insurance, but you get legal stuff, and you make even more money when you get people to join you. Big pyramid, big pyramid. I tried telling her, she's like, no, you don't believe in me. I said, no, I don't like pyramid schemes. So it was a bit of a fight for a while, and I finally acquiesced and said, sure, I'll try it out. Here, let's give them some money. And it was like a whole year of trying to get other people to join up. Oh God, it was so bad. Anyways, this is cool. This looks like an old 80s setup. The TV actually works. They are playing, oh, can you see anything? It's the old Monkey King show. And the arcade, this works too. It's probably not seeing much there. But they have it going so it looks like one of the old-fashioned markets in it. Wait, I've never come down this side before. It's another alleyway. I wonder where it goes. Sometimes these alleys just go to people's houses. Oh, what's that? Nice, we got little bears. Oh, I think this might be a legitimate place to go. What is this? Oh, anyhow. I guess you got a little about me going on. And then this is salon or saloon. Huh. Oh, cool. Yeah. Not 100% sure what the section is. I guess some parts of it are for houses and some parts are for the back end of the shop. All right. That's good to know. kind of interesting. Okay. Yeah, the coffee. World Atlas of Coffee. Oh, it's a book. I kind of do want to get one. I might have to wait though. Yeah, I'll probably wait. All right. And it is another one, another cafe. Also, this is my name. I'm Ben. So it's nice to see everybody. I'm really happy that you've been following along. I am in Hangzhou for anybody else that's tuning in right now. And these are little side streets that are next to the Grand Canal that stretches from this city, which is Hangzhou, south of Shanghai, all the way up to Beijing. So you got like hundreds of kilometers of canal and shops, walking paths, and running areas. A lot of the areas are set up to be kind of antique looking. So you get the vintage clothes. And the vintage clothes here are also super expensive. In my profile, I've got a really nice Hawaiian shirt that I like a whole bunch. It ended up being like $50. Oh, hey, look at that. So yeah, this is like the... And these are just for like people too. They do it for themselves, and they don't really have like a big magazine, often set up mostly for different kinds of social media on their own. But it is really pretty to see. I think a lot of people get dressed up in a really, really great style and fashion. On the weekends, everybody looks like that walking down here. It'll be like 50-50, where half the people will have the old style clothes like that, and then the other half will be people just like accompanying them, taking photos or just out to relax. And these things, for a bit of history, they're the old-fashioned fire safety deals. And so people can come in and fetch water to go toss out over there, or they can use them to do like dishes or whatever. Yeah, and so these are older and gritty, but they're also functioning for quite a long time. Oh man, should I get some more ice cream? Every time I see ice cream, I want to get some. I know my daughter loves ice cream too. Hi, ni hao. Hello. Hello. Yeah. So the people back there are waiting to get more people in to do hair, makeup, pick out the clothes they want for the photo shoots. Yeah, you can see the inside of the shop that's set up that way too. They have different makeup styles, different kinds of dresses. And right now, my daughter actually has one similar to that green one. My wife just bought it for her a couple weeks ago. Yeah. What is this? All right. And then they have different kinds of like rice treats that are set up. They look like ice cream, but they're like glutinous sticky rice. And they're really good though, they're really good. So you have the normal ice cream. Ni hao. Yeah, it's a good setup. I think I say that a lot. Ooh yeah, here we go, there's the shaved ice. Oh god, that stuff's nice. And then the inside of these shops, it's always felt like really kind of bohemian. You can get coffee almost everywhere. And you can see, look, very Western for a lot of the food. So if you ever get stuck, and like if you're in China for like weeks and weeks, yeah, my daughter's half and half. Her mom is from Hangzhou too. I think she's really pretty. Let me see. I will try. Let me see if I can get some. I'll pull up a recent photo, see if I can find it. She's unhappy today going to school, and so she was crying the whole time. I don't want to go to school. I want to go home. Go home. Watch TV. She wants to watch Paw Patrol right now, and like that's her biggest thing. Her name is Moxie, M-O-X-I-E. Let's see. Okay. And so yeah, that's what she looks like. Can I connect that? There we go. There's a picture. So yeah, that's my kid. She has the same kind of dress right now. Here she is. She's like a little unhappy because she had to go to school today. Most of the time, she is pretty happy though. She's got like her little best friend. They like to play together. All the kids get together at the school. So you can see she'll be happy. And it works out too because her best friend here is also mixed. Her two moms ended up going to Europe to get a donation, the Netherlands somewhere. And so that's where like one kid comes from. Another one is like half Cambodian, half European, inside of one of his moms, which was Chinese. So they all work out as like good friends. Hey, look at this! Happy watermelons! Steamy! what? 都看起来很好吃，但是现在我不可以。Yeah, more coffee. If you're a coffee lover, this place is great. All the different cafes have different styles and get beans from various locations. And I don't know what it's like in Switzerland, for example, but in America we have like mostly 3 brands of coffee, and then it'll have like little sprinklings of cool cafes here and there in between. It feels like it was harder to find the cool cafes because it was mostly like Starbucks, Costa Coffee, and Pete's Coffee. And over here, it's mostly small little cafes that people set up themselves. Well, this is pretty. That one kind of collapsed because of too many people sitting on it. Yeah, but as you've seen, there's cafes everywhere. They're all different. Psy-free? I don't know what that is. Psy. But look, they have, everything's like different kinds of drinks. And so they'll have, you got different kinds of like orange plus passion fruit. The blue one, I don't know what that is. Big fish, ocean something. But then when they mix it with a coffee, I'll tell you, they are very experimental when it comes to coffee. Like the first time I saw the sparkling water with the coffee was in Guangzhou. They had the sparkling water, orange juice, coffee, and this was like years ago. And then it slowly started getting spread out everywhere, and then people started mixing it with everything else too. And so now you can do combinations with like espresso, a couple of special shots inside of cold peppermint tea, or they'll mix the different kinds of beans with cucumber and sparkling water to have a crisp style that's perfect during summer. See, and Swiss mostly use self-serve automatic coffee machines in homes and offices. Oh, dude, you're missing out on so much. So much. Yeah, it's fun being able to go to all the different places. Also, coffee and bar, they will mix those two things together. Like, I went to one city here, which is, I think, 300 kilometers south. It's a little bit cooler. They're known for making porcelain, like ice cracked celadon, swords, and coffee. Because all the people in this little area, they all moved to Europe for like 1 or 2 generations. And then eventually they moved back and they set up shop. I think they were mostly like around Italy and stuff. And so they decided to incorporate what they knew about architecture and coffee culture and set up the whole town just for that. They have like award-winning latte artists. I went to go film a show there, and I met a lot of these people. It was cool. They know a lot about coffee. They told me about like the culture, the different ways to test the beans, and then, what is this? And they let me sample a lot of stuff. I saw some of the art that they were doing. It was phenomenal. And then they have all these concoctions, like one of them was a coffee martini, where they blend it together and they top it with like a couple of the baked beans. It's just, oh, so good. And they mix all kinds of stuff together. There's a lot of things I had no idea about. Oh, so it'd be kind of hard to try new things then, huh? If everybody's very conservative and withheld. Okay, I can see it. I can get that. But you guys have a lot of reindeer meat, right? I have one friend that is not from Switzerland, but she's from Alaska. When we're in the military together, she used to get little care packages from home, and they would send her these giant bags of reindeer beef jerky, or moose beef, no, not beef jerky, reindeer jerky and moose jerky or something. It was good, it was gamey, different, but also really tasty. I liked it. Photo booths are still popular. Happy about that. And then under the bridge, they will do different activities down here. They have the booths set up. When COVID was going on, this whole area was a big testing station. People will dance, and a lot of the older ladies will get together, sing music, dance. They'll perform different kinds of styles, and you gotta check this out. I like this so much. These boats, you can go cruising up and down in them. Yeah, it's really pretty, huh? Yeah, it's nice. What's this? They are okay. Yeah, okay, they're alive. They're alive. They're just sleeping. It's a good place to sleep. Yeah, it's a really great location to take a bit of a nap, pass out for a while, especially with that breeze that's happening. Like, the whole city is super hot, but there is great. Probably mean reindeers in Finland. Maybe. Being American, I'm not very good about geography. Sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm not. I'm trying though. I'm getting out. I'm exploring different countries, and we don't have a lot in Switzerland. So what do you have? Like, what would probably be the biggest thing in Switzerland that a lot of people like to eat, for example, that can't get in many other areas? While talking about that, you can see some of the local food here. A lot of this I'm probably not interested in. Oh, hi, ni hao. So they have, yeah, but right across they have a nice Japanese restaurant too, Rolex watches. All right. Yeah, it's funny you say Rolex watches. In Hong Kong, everywhere you go, there's a guy on the street, hey, Rolex, nice new Rolex, come get your Rolex. That's like the main feature of Hong Kong too. I'm pretty sure they don't have the real ones, and they probably have like maybe one or two that they get from your country, and then everybody flashes like all the fake ones. Hey, it's nice. Oh yeah, that reminds me, they do garden restaurants, exactly. Now, you do see a lot of these pieces that are hanging out on the outside, but also inside is full of the stuff as well. So they'll have all the different flowers hanging down, like right next to your seat. Yeah, there are a lot of fakes. There's so many fakes. All right, so I've been trying to come here for weeks now. There's this hamburger place right there. I've been trying like for weeks to come here because I've heard a lot of good stuff about it, but every time I come, it's closed. Why? Oh, it makes me so sad. But it looks like it would be inside really big. It's got bamboo right next to it. These are the bridges that come across. All right. And yeah, I think this is going out to the north side now. Let's see where it's at. This is, oh yeah, I think this is like the final square. Motorcycles, like these styles, are usually props in front of areas. It does say Harley, but you know, it's fake. They have the tag just because it looks cool. They have something, oh, that's nice. Yeah, the ones that they have for the motorcycles that look like that, they usually call them cool motocha, cool motorcycles, and they all have that kind of style. There's one that I've been kind of looking at. It has my name in it. It's called Ben Da, like Ben Big or something, and it has the same kind of style. It doesn't go as fast as the ones in the West, but you know, it's also very cheap. I think it's 1,500 US, brand new, maybe 2,000 at most. So they're not going to go super fast. Invented modern graphics, designs. You can see the influences in your Apple products. Oh yeah, I bet. There's a lot of stuff there. I was a designer for over 10 years in America. Worked on a lot of big brands too. And while doing it, I pay way more attention to like design and setup, different kinds of little inconsistencies for like fake products. And yeah, it's fascinating. That is probably something I miss a lot, is working in the design field. But at the same time, the hours were crazy because it was always a backlog. It started out as just like normal design, and then ended up going into like combining, getting closer and closer to like the full stack style. I having to work on the web as well. I liked doing mostly just graphics, and I was in it during the time of the late great Flash player. Rest in peace, Flash player. May you find your purpose somewhere else in life. Yeah, they've converted that more towards like HTML5 and stuff. But I used to do a lot of like animations and things. It was good. I also worked in Hollywood for a while, doing different kinds of movies, mostly off screen, once in a while on screen kind of thing. You know, move over, do something new. For the design field, since it became really monotonous, not for what I was making, but for the day. Ooh, this is good. It'd be show up to the office after a long drive, get to the office, coffee, food, design stuff, take a break, go run to the beach, swim, or go do some rock climbing, run back, eat a salad, finish, go do martial arts for a couple hours. Hello. And then come back home, sleep, and repeat. Granted, that's like a great way to spend time, but after doing like over and over, I needed to do something new. So that was why I tried to come overseas a bit. I dropped all the design and Hollywood stuff and set up over here. Now I work with some of the local TV stations too. So I'll do stuff on their TV here or some of their international things. So I still get similar experience to the Hollywood thing, but more front-facing. And so it's been fun. Get to meet a lot of people that way. Anyways, let's see. I know it's over there. We did all the stuff here. So I hope you guys enjoyed everything. I'm probably gonna wrap it up real soon and head off to go get my fill of food and whatnot. Your US monotonous life, just like my country. Yeah, 100%. That's why I had to get away. Like when I just got out of the military, it was in 2001, I think. I just spent a couple years with like one of my best friends. We shared a room on the Sunset Strip, and it was like non-stop rock star party life. Worked on leather corsets to make extra money. We'd be on set constantly for different kinds of like TV shows to get cash to continue our party lifestyle. And then all of our friends had different club venues that were set up, and the week would be like 3 or 4 nights a week out partying. And the rest of the time was doing movies and music videos. Did a lot of music videos. Yeah, then once that was all done, went into the monotonous stuff. And I just couldn't do the monotony so much. Some people can, some people don't like it, but they know that's like the only thing that is available, and it's very hard working. You guys are really holding on if that matches you. It's tough. It's really tough. Good luck on it. So yeah, I'm happy that I was able to do something new. Ooh, look at this. They got more happy watermelons. Yeah. That's cute. And wow, gelato. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I feel so happy since I was able to move out over here. I also lucked out that I've got like 2 or 3 different jobs that I work on here, but I still have a ton of time. I do one job for like 9 months a year, maybe 4 days a week, like 2 hours a day on those. Then when I'm not doing that, then I do voiceover stuff, and then I'll do sponsored social media things like Chinese media, and then do some like the TV work. Then I try to do my own thing as well. I'm also working on doing some coding with my brother and trying to set up like a whole new podcast. I want to get the whole thing organized so there's a definite like beginning, middle, end for a few seasons, because I don't want to have something where people are left hanging. So I'm going to get that whole thing done. Then I'll record that. There's a lot that's going on. Oh yeah, this is also more of the stuff I'm talking about people getting dressed up. So it's good. Anyways, that's my face really close. Wow, zoom out. Well, thank you guys for joining me. I look forward to seeing you again. I appreciate the comments and taking some time to chit-chat back and forth. Have a great day, and I'll see you later. Trying to deal with the devil in my 20s. Oh boy, zone banking. That's so tough. All right. Well, Ian, I hope to talk to you again soon too. I'll see you guys around. All right.